What's up, all exotics? Welcome back to another video. So you guys have finally seen this room now. This is our new Coloubridae room. Well, technically it's starting to move more to a non-venomous room. This is my beautiful lady. This is Kayleen. And the Coloubridae are actually for her, right? So this is a venture that we started, and she had a big fascination in kings and corn snakes. It has transpired into quite a diversity of Coloubridae, but we'll do that in a later video when we do a Coloubridae collection video. Today we're going to be taking a look at breeding Californian king snakes. We've got a beautiful pair of high white Californian king snakes. They just came out of hibernation, and we're actually going to jump straight into pairing them. What's up, all exotics? Welcome back to another video.
And now it's just basically a waiting game. You gotta wait it out, check how they behave.
And king snakes, it's a little bit more refined. Beautiful lady, this is Kayleen. And then doesn't get it. Alright, so prior to breeding your Californian king snakes,
I'm probably gonna stand there and shit my
first day pairings don't go too great.
They need to go through a cooling period.
Alright, so prior to breeding your Californian king snakes, they need to go through a cooling period. If you don't put your snakes through a cooling period, the chances of success is extremely low, especially with king snakes. Unlike corn snakes you can just smack together any time of the year, and the chances are extremely high that you'll get them to produce. King snakes, it's a little bit more refined, not too much so, it's nothing compared to some of the other stuff we breed at this facility, but nonetheless they need to go through a cooling cycle. So how exactly does the cooling cycle work? So starting from May, I stop feeding for that entire month. Right, because you need to make sure that all that shit they clear out inside their stomachs, because you don't want them being cooled with still undigested food and unexcreted feces still in their stomachs. So from May I stop feeding, getting them time to shit everything out they need to shit. Then come June, I start cooling down. 2 degrees start of the week, 2 degrees end of the week. So every Friday I drop 2 degrees Celsius, every Monday I drop 2 degrees Celsius until I get them down in temperature. In the case of my Coloubridae, just about all my Coloubridae I cool down to 14 degrees to 16 degrees Celsius, with the ambient in the room usually lifting it up, at nighttime dropping down to a precise temperature. So once you've cooled them down, it's time to bring them back up to heat, and that usually starts in August. My natural climate is actually warming up faster than usual. So these snakes came out of hibernation all by themselves. Start of August, I started noticing all the snakes started getting active. Most of my snakes started shedding, and that in turn means, listen, hibernation is over. So I start August, gradually climbed up the temperatures, started feeding about the 3rd week in August, and yeah, now it is time to pair these snakes up. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the male, and we're going to move the male to the female's enclosure. You always want to move the male to the female, because if you move the female to the male, the female's going to be curious with surroundings, move around a lot, trying to figure out where she's at. Whereas the male, if you move him, he's just going to be concentrating on her. He's going to smell her pheromones in the cage. He's just going to try, get to procreating effective immediately. After pairing, you need to make sure that you wash the introduction, because a lot of times what happens is your male will actually bite onto your female. Now this is where it gets kind of shitting your pants scary. Luckily for me, I'm wearing green pants, so chances of seeing myself shit myself not too high. When your males get introduced to your females, they generally bite onto the female to hold her still, and that's when copulation starts. But what you do not want to see is your female biting onto your male. That is you that need to intervene effective immediately. And you also vice versa, even though the male bites onto the female, you kind of still want to make sure that it's not too aggressive and that it actually converts into a full-on feeding response, and he's trying to constrict and trying to chow her up. You don't want to lose king snakes. When it comes to breeding king snakes, you want to observe at least the first hour of introducing them, because anywhere in that time frame things can go a little haywire and you could lose either one of the individual. Remember, king snakes are predominantly cannibals. They eat other snakes as a primary diet. Now we feed our snakes a very diverse diet, and yes, that does include feeding our snakes other snakes. So breeding is a little bit scary with us, but we find that clutch sizes and baby sizes and clutch health, all of these things are really boosted with a variety of food. That's why we're continuously going to do it. All right, now without further ado, let's actually pair these snakes.
All right, now as I said, Kayleen's going to be making the pair. She's going to take the male and move him to the female, just like I explained to you guys. All right, so Kayleen's going to be making the pairings first. She's going to be taking the high white king snake male to the female. Let's check how this rocks out. Now, these king snakes are a little volatile, so she is using a hook, because getting bitten under no circumstances is actually a good thing. Unlike every other freaking YouTuber out there makes it out to be, getting bit for entertainment is not supposed to be entertaining. You're supposed to be avoiding getting bitten. So that's it. Alright, and then to the female he goes. Now this is where it gets kind of scary. You really want to be sure. I always get super nervous when I do this. And now it's just basically a waiting game. You gotta wait it out, check how they behave, and then from there on, make an educated call. Alright, so after we paired the king snakes, we saw that it went well, we didn't see any aggression, and generally then you gotta have to wait a bit. It's not always that you see a lock effective immediate, sometimes it might happen a couple of hours later. So we'll just check up on them every now and then and make sure that we do have confirmed locks and that it doesn't get aggressive, so we'll check up on them like every half hour, plus or minus. We're talking about breeding Mexican black king snakes. That's right, the creme de la creme of king snakes, the Mexican black, the all-out black snake from Mexico. So these guys are really scary to breed because firstly, they're not just snake eaters, they're these snake eaters. I mean, these guys really are prolific when it comes to eating other snakes. So pairing them, it's a little scary. But without further ado, let's actually get to this pairing. All right, so we're gonna take this beautiful Mexican black king snake male, and we're gonna put him to the female, and then I'm probably gonna stand here and shit myself while we're doing this. Behind the hook is Kaline, my beautiful girl. She's using a hook because these guys are absolutely volatile. Now, it's the scary part. Just introducing them. I can already see that female at the back is looking like she's very curious about what's going on, which is scary in its own right. Okay, now we need to be alert. Alright, that looks positive. That looks positive. But also a little scary. So breeding king snakes is a little scary. Okay, here we go. Now that's immediate breeding behavior. So that's a good thing. We're in the clear. Alright, you see that? He wants to bite her. The male king snakes bite the female to keep them holding still and allow them to breed. And I was confused with which is the male and which is the female. Okay, no, wait, I can see the female. She's the bigger one. My heart's pounding. Man, the first introduction with these guys was always absolutely brutal. Absolutely brutal. And then they're above. The caddies are busy doing down already. Alright, now as you guys can see, that male is biting onto the female. That is not food response yet. That is breeding, and it's super scary. Just gotta make sure, just gotta keep watching it. The males really have a scary breeding ritual that they have to deal with, and it's absolutely so freaking scary. So the males will, like I said, they will bite down onto the females and try to keep them still to allow them to breed them. Now we just gotta make sure. Come on, guy. It's such a scary freaking SP to breed. Really, it's the scariest SP to breed. SP obviously meaning species. Man, this is scary. This is beyond scary. We're going to be taking a look at breeding corn snakes. So we started a little bit of a breeding video range. We started out with the Gritalis durissus, then we went on to the Ecosocilatus, and now we're covering something for the non-venomous guys. So we previously did the California king snake, check that video out here. We did the Mexican black king snakes, check that video out also over here. But we're going to be pairing some corn snakes today. We've got 2 pairs of corn snakes that we're going to be pairing. We're going to be pairing our pinstripe ghost motley to our snow female. Both of these are first time sire and dames, and then we're going to pair the pinstripe ghost motley in the same video, just not the same day, to our other het anery het motley female. There at the left bottom, she is a seasoned sire. She's a seasoned dame, so very excited to see what this new male does. Without further ado, let's get to pairing. All right, now while Kayleen is going to grab the male, let me show you those beautiful snow corn snake female. Now she is of absolute highest quality, high quality. I mean, just look at that. I'm not even sure her colors catch up nicely on camera, but she's got some extreme pinks and some extreme greens in her, which is really, really nice. I almost want to say she's a green line snow, but I can't confirm that. And here's the beautiful male, a pinstripe ghost motley. We're expecting some aneries out of this, some motleys out of this, and a lot of hets. Look at him effectively immediately starting with his breeding behavior. He's jerking around the enclosure, smelling the pheromones of this female. And yeah, this should actually go down while we're watching it, judging by the way this male is interacting with the female. Now they're all over the show, first time idiots, so you can see this is first time for both of them. Both of them extremely unsure what's going on, but the male looks like he's trying. The female, she's obviously just trying to get away. And then I think both of them are just completely confused with how this works. It does take some time for first time pairs to figure it out, but in general instinct kicks in. Now that's what we want to see from the male. We want to see him head towards her in that jerky fashion. Then after that, he's got to kind of get up on it and jerk on it, and then he's got to get in there. There we go. Male's jerking, but he needs to do that on her. It is usually better to just watch the introduction and then after watching the introduction to close up the tub and leave them be. But for entertainment purposes and educational purposes, we're viewing the pairing as is, which is why you're seeing us tap snakes back into the tub so frequently. But in general, it's not necessary. You can just observe them as long as there's no aggression upon introduction. You can usually close up and then just check up them on the half hour, every half hour. As a substrate medium, when breeding season comes around, we use butcher's paper so that the females don't have a lot of options to lay their eggs. And then once we see successful locks, we actually go ahead and place an egg box in here. Let the females lay the eggs in there, give them that as their only option. It does come with a couple of risks because the possibility is still that they lay the eggs on the butcher's paper and the eggs will dry out. But in general, when you create a suitable egg box and the rest of the environment's not suitable for eggs, females usually catch on very quick. Alright, now this is what I want to see. The male is really starting to figure it out now. Sorry for the interruption mid-video, guys, but I have an important announcement to make. First, look at this beautiful blue-eyed leucistic rat snake. Isn't that absolutely incredible looking? So here's the thing, right? Go to my community feed, go check out the community post, guys. I'm giving one lucky subscriber a chance on every single video to actually get a free promotion, right? So that means any link of your choice I will share on my community post with one photo that you personally have taken of a reptile, and that gives you the chance to get seen by a little bit of a larger audience. We're not big yet, but as we grow, that's obviously going to be a golden opportunity. So how do you win this, right? On every recent video, make a comment, like, and subscribe. After I see your comments, after I look through all of them, I usually wait 24 hours, but once I see the best comment, I'll go down to your comment, on your comment, tell you, listen, you have won, and then from there on forward, we'll discuss it on Instagram via DM, and then you guys can share the link that you guys want to have shared on my feed, and then also show me the picture you want me to share.
Good morning, guys. So, morning. Yeah, so it's the next day already. First day pairings didn't go too great. Did get a confirmed lock on the Cali Kings, as you guys saw. But today, it's all about the Mexican Blacks. We're gonna try get those Mexican Black King snakes to produce again and see if we can't get that down. Yesterday, man, the sun is in my eyes. Yesterday was ridiculously scary, and yeah, I know it's summer, so early morning, and I'm already in the vest. Tell you guys what, it gets crazy warm. Right, so it's day 2. We're gonna make these pairings again, and I'm still extremely nervous pairing these Mexican Black King snake because, as you guys saw, the previous time did not go so well. And these guys are world-class assholes. I always desensitize them before I pick them up because for some reason they seem to really like my fingers. But look at these guys, they're absolutely beautiful. Probably gonna get a bite here in a second. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Don't do it. Don't do it. They'll just sit like this, nice and peaceful, and then all of a sudden, whack! They'll just whacked around your arm. Alright, let's get him in here with the female. They really rummaged up their butcher's paper yesterday. Alright, let's see how this goes.
And there you go, guys. I wouldn't say that's a confirmed lock yet, but it is absolutely moving in that direction. Now here with the corn snakes, we're definitely moving in the right direction now. Just not quite there yet, but it's definitely moving in the right direction. They're closing up to each other, very lekker. Alright, and we're looking at successful lock number 2, I believe. So yeah, these king snakes are definitely doing very, very well. Alright, and we're still seeing them very huddled up, definitely moving towards breeding. Should happen today, I'm fairly sure of it. Alright, now as a lot of you know, it is the next day already, so I'm going to give these guys a chance till tonight, and then if there's no real sign of breeding by tonight, I'm going to be trying something that either will work very well or is going to have zero effect.
Alright guys, thank you so much for hanging out, checking this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys loved it. Remember to check out the community post, guys. There's a few important updates. I'm giving you guys the chance for you to be shouted out. If you made it this far into the video, please leave me a like, leave me a comment. Tell me which was your favorite snake to see eating. And as always, I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.